Blessed are you if you have a fatherly figure amongst you who would direct you and not mislead you. Welcome back to Global Happiness today. We actually have 2-in-1 news to render. This one is coming from what is going on in Mazen Namdekano's case. Don't forget that some weeks back, the elder statesman and First Republican Aviation Minister Pa Mechi took the bulls by the horns, met the president on behalf of their illustrious son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, insisting or asking that the president, Muhammad Buhari, should release their illustrious son to him, that he has a way of always talking to him because he's a voice to be reckoned with, of which the president, President Muhammad Buhari, respected him and also acknowledged that for a man this old, he's got very sharp memory and his memory have not failed him. Well, as we speak, it looks like Mechi have decided to make good of his words that he promised. Well, before going to the news report, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Chief Mbazulike Amechi, a first Republican parliamentarian and former Minister of Aviation, on Thursday visited the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the custody of the Department of State Services, codenamed DSS. This was made known by Konata Kanu, the younger brother of Nnamdi Kanu, via his known social media pages. Amechi visited Kanu, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, alongside the co-chair of the Interfaith Dialogue Forum for Peace, that's Bishop Sunday Onuoha. Nnamdi Kanu's sibling said the visitors had a meaningful interaction with the indigenous people of Biafran leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Chief Mbazurike Amechi and His Grace Bishop Sunday N. Onuoha visited their son, as hashtag Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB), at the Department of State headquarters in Abuja today, that's DSS, where they had a very meaningful interaction, Kunata Kanu wrote. Recall that 12 days ago, that's about almost 2 weeks now, Chief Amechi, a known Nigerian, led Igbo leaders to Aso Rock, where they met the President Muhammadu Buhari, and asked for Kanu, who has been held since June, to be freed. Well, Buhari said the unconditional release of the indigenous people of Biafran leader, who is currently standing trial for treason, runs contrary to the doctrine of separation of powers between the executive and the judicial arm. We could also recall that AGF Malami mentioned something very similar to that, saying, look, if you insist that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be given freedom or be released unconditionally or be pardoned, then you're saying that invariably he should be convicted. While the senior advocate of Nigeria, San Festus Keyamo, had a bit of similar view to what AGF Malami had, where he said if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would agree to apologize and ask for forgiveness of sins of those who he has incited, and he didn't stop there. He now went further to also say that if for that to proceed, then the issue of separation of power will no longer be visible, because he was of the opinion that it's already in court and that is a judicial process. It is not an executive process. Now, telling the president to intervene using his executive power to intervene in a judicial process is like abusing the three arms of government, or abusing the power, or not allowing independence of the judicial arm. Lots of Nigerians are now, coming saying, going against some of his, suggestions, saying that in this case, we are now getting very, conscious of the three arms of government. But be that as it may, they're also trying to tread tread carefully, having known also that the Northern Forum, Northern Governor, Northern Arewa Consultative Forum, and the rest, any another others forum also have been seeking and demanding that President Mahmoud Buhari should not release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. That if he does that, then justice has not been served, and it will not serve as a deterrent, but rather to serve as an encouragement to all those who want to go through that line. A lot of things. So they are actually, according to AGF Malami, they're trying to weigh the public opinion, and from there they decide what their stake will be. But even if they will decide or not, the case is still in court, and if the legal team of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is versatile, which I suspect they are actually, they may likely know how to go about it. Don't forget that this issue of extraordinary rendition is still at the pipeline, of which they have an international lawyer in the person of Bruce Fain, who is also looking through that as another link to tally. So which means, wrapping everything together, there's still something that may likely come up. But there have been insinuations here and there. Even the controversial journalist, Dr. Kemi Lawyer, came up saying, look, that she's already predicting that come next week, by this time next week, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released and the charges dropped. Nigerians are actually hopeful, or rather, those supporting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu are actually hopeful that that may come to bear. But with Amechi coming to visit Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in detention, I guess there's something going on. He has had one-on-one interaction with the president. I guess he's coming in with his goodwill and his well wishes and whatever. Some of those discussions that did not find its way into the media space, and this one is probably going to be discussed between them, and probably may tell him that, look, I have put my name online, I've put my name in the line, I've put my integrity in the line. If for any reason you are released unconditionally, please promise me this, that. But then, whatever the case is, it's a good one, being the fact that the Nigerian is a man of his words. He said he's going to do his bit, and he has already started. At his age, you can imagine that man traveling here and there just to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. I must respect him. Whether his Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released or not, the fact that he made a move, honestly, I respect him. I respect him a great deal. Indeed, if you have such great men amongst you, as a youth, you want to go amiss, because he will always be there to guard you so that you don't goof or move, amiss. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. What's your take on the moves made by Amechi over the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Let's interact, please.